Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you have to make a video on these. They're fire.
I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, but you need to like narrate it and detail the recipe and stuff. This is incredible.
That's literally how I make.
Maybe list the ingredients in the description so people can follow it really easily.
Do you even watch my videos?
What? Is that gochujang?
Get out.
Let's face it, chicken wings have taken the cooking content atmosphere by storm. Everyone has their own spin on making them, and pretty much every method of cooking them has been tried. So I'm not coming here with any revolutionary information, but I don't cook chicken wings often, and I wanted to put together this simple video where I try a couple different cooking methods as well as make a couple of different wing sauces. I'm putting air fried chicken wings side by side with deep fried chicken wings, and then I'm making two of my favorite sauces, which are spicy gochujang and honey barbecue. So starting with the chicken wings, which I buy them whole because you save a lot of money that way. Plus this is one of the easiest butcher jobs you'll ever do, so I think it's worth it. You simply crunch off that wing tip, which you're going to have to cut through bone for, and then you slowly slice between the drum and the flat until you reach the bone. If you're really careful, you can avoid cutting through bone and find where the joint separates and then cut that way. But a few of these I just ended up cutting through bone because I didn't feel like going through all that. The wings came out fine either way, just make sure to discard any small bone fragments if you find them. Side note, like everyone else does, I vacuum seal up my wing tips and save them for the next time I make chicken stock. Now my favorite way to make any kind of fried chicken is with a buttermilk brine, which I think is a tried and true method. So into a large plastic bag, I'm dumping in a couple of cups of buttermilk. Now in buttermilk brines, it's also traditional to add in some type of pickle juice as well. Really anything vinegary or fermented will work. I actually have a few types I'm going to use. I have some regular old store-bought cucumber pickle juice, a little bit of kimchi, which is my favorite thing to use in chicken marinades, and then I just have some pickled radishes that I'm going to dump in some liquid from. The acidity is not only going to flavor our chicken a bit, but it's also going to tenderize it. Then I'm just seasoning with a good bit of salt, pepper, some MSG. I like to add in a little bit of hot sauce as well for some added spice. And that's it. We're going to add more seasonings to the breading, so this is good here. Mix that up and add in your chicken wings, which I have about 2 pounds here that I'm going to use. In my experience, this isn't worth doing unless you can marinate for at least 4 hours, but overnight is even better. In the meantime, we can get everything else ready, which is going to include a couple of sauces for me. I'm not a huge buffalo wing guy, so the two sauces I decided to make here were a honey barbecue and a spicy gochujang. I guess they're both pretty similar in that they're a sticky, sweet sauce that'll glaze the outside of the chicken, but different enough. I'll list ingredient estimates below, but for the gochujang sauce, I'm going to start with a few tablespoons of gochujang, and then a couple of tablespoons each of soy sauce, honey, and rice vinegar, a couple of teaspoons of sesame oil, and then about 2 cloves of grated garlic and about an inch of grated ginger. Finish with a good bit of black pepper and then adjust anything to taste. That's the easier one because it's ready to use as is, but now we'll make the honey barbecue sauce, which requires a little bit of cooking. Into a sauce pot, I'm going to add about 2 parts of ketchup to 1 part of honey, a good splash of apple cider vinegar, and then a smaller splash of W sauce, a couple of tablespoons of molasses, which is necessary for any barbecue sauce. I'm going to stir that and get that going over medium heat until it starts to boil, which I'll then drop it to a simmer and add in my seasonings. I'm using a handful each of smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, a pinch of salt, and some ground black pepper, and then finishing with enough cayenne pepper until it's the spice that you want. That's going to simmer on low for like 15 to 20 minutes to reduce a bit. Just stir it occasionally, and then when it's done, I'm going to add a few drops of liquid smoke. I would omit this if I was smoking my wings or putting this barbecue sauce on top of something that was smoked, but I like having that little smoky flavor in my barbecue. Again, adjust for any seasonings and you can set that aside until you need it. I also think any good chicken wing needs a good ranch sauce to pair with it, so of course I'm going to make one homemade because I think this is one of the most rewarding things to make at home. So I'm going to combine equal parts of mayo and sour cream, then a tiny splash of buttermilk, which we'll add more later to adjust. By the way, I rarely have buttermilk on hand, so for most applications you can use this powdered stuff. It keeps forever in the fridge, and for something like ranch you can just use this instead and add some water. Super useful tip that I wish I knew sooner. Then I'm going to chop up a handful of fresh dill, Italian parsley, as well as some chives. That goes in, as well as a clove of grated garlic, a pinch of salt, and a good bit of black pepper, and then a sprinkling of onion powder. Finally, a few drops of lemon juice, and then I'll mix all that together. You can add more of anything you need. If you need it to be thicker, you can add more sour cream and mayo, or inversely more buttermilk to make it thinner. But yeah, this stuff is 1,000 times better than anything you can buy at the store. I would make it every time you make wings because you're missing out if not. Okay, so now we're ready to fry the chicken, and like I said, I'm going to do this in 2 different ways. We're going to deep fry as well as air fry. I'm not going to use the oven because I just don't think that's going to be worth it. So to prep my air fryer, all I'm going to do is set it to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and then set it to about 20 to 25 minutes. It just needs a few minutes to preheat before I add my chicken. For deep frying these days, I usually use my wok because it's less cleanup. I fill that about a third of the way or halfway with canola oil. I stick my candy thermometer in and then I let that go over high heat until it reaches up to close to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I want to deep fry around 375 degrees Fahrenheit, so I want to give the temperature some room to drop. And while those are preheating, we can bread our chicken and get it ready. So for my flour dredge, I'm going to do what I did for my chicken nugget video. I'm adding equal parts of this Korean pancake mix. I'm trying to use this up before I use flour, but any flour works here. And then the other equal part is cornstarch or potato starch. And then I'll season that up with lots of salt, pepper, and MSG. And then my spices of choice here are garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, celery salt, and dry mustard. You can go crazy and use whatever you want. I whisk that thoroughly, and then I start to grab my chicken pieces out of the buttermilk, just tossing a few at a time in and getting them evenly coated in the flour. Try to peel back any folded over layers to make sure that flour gets inside of that as well. You can set those aside, and then I'm going to distribute them evenly between the air fryer and the deep fryer. For the air fried wings, I'm going to make sure they're in an even layer and not touching so air can circulate around them. And then it's important to spray them with a good bit of cooking oil so that they can brown nicely. Make sure you do both sides. And that goes in. All you have to do is flip it about halfway through. Just check it periodically with a thermometer to make sure that they're not going too high over temperature. You're looking for them to end up around 165 Fahrenheit. Mine ended up taking just about 20 minutes total. For the deep fryer, once my oil reaches 400 degrees Fahrenheit, I'll add in all my wings. Just use something to break them up and make sure they're not sticking together. Same thing goes here, you're just trying to let these fry until they reach 165 internal. I think mine took like 10 to 12 minutes for reference. And to keep them crispy, you can always keep them on a wire rack in your oven set to its lowest setting. They can hang out there for a while until you need them. You'll notice that the deep fried wings are much darker than the air fried ones. Part of that is because some of my oil has already been used, so it's darker to start with, but also naturally the hot oil is just going to create a darker Maillard reaction. We'll see how that affects the texture and flavor, if at all. But when you're ready, just add your wings into a bowl and spoon over a little bit of the sauce at a time. Carefully toss it to coat it, and you can add more sauce as needed. Just be careful when tossing because you don't want to break off that crispy skin. I'm doing mine in little batches to keep the air fried and the deep fried separate, but I repeat with both the gochujang sauce and the honey barbecue sauce. Add some sesame seeds to the gochujang sauced wings just to distinguish them. And then I'm serving up next to the homemade ranch and then some traditional celery and carrots on the side. Really curious to see how the different cooking methods stack up side by side, and then if masking these in the sauces kind of hides those differences at all. Either way, this is definitely going to be tasty, so let's get to the taste test.
I guess another one of those videos that kind of turned into an experiment. Nothing really in depth, and like I said, wings are something that have really been beaten to death on the internet. Every possible twist and turn of how to make these and what little differences each little change makes are all available on the internet. But wings are something that I've never really made, so this is something that I'm excited to try. I'll start with one of the deep fried gochujang wings. Of course, gotta get a little bit of ranch on it. Cheers. Ooh. All right, first off, that ranch is really good. So the deep fried had a nice crispy exterior and juicy interior like you'd expect. I guess it's hard to compare it to the air fried without trying the air fried, so let's do that. Okay, immediately noticeably less crispy on the outside. A lot of that is thanks to the sauce sogging this up, but still the deep fried was able to withstand that a bit more, which is, I guess, expected. Really no difference in the flavor because the flavor is carried by the sauce anyway, which is identical. But after you sauce up a wing, I guess you have comparable results between air fried and deep fried. Let's go with the honey barbecue deep fried first. All right, that one was a flat, and I noticed the crispiness a lot more on the flat than I did on the drum, for the deep fried at least. I think that sauce might be my favorite as well, but this is the air fried. Okay, same thing here, it's less crispy than the deep fried, but since it's a flat, it's more crispy than the drum of the air fried. It's super pleasant though in all cases. I'm really glad I did the gochujang sauce first because I think I would enjoy it less after eating this honey barbecue. It's amazing. Which is saying a lot because this gochujang sauce is something I always put on fried chicken. But with all things considered, I think either method of air frying or deep frying would work. It's really what you're up to. In my opinion, you won't really save work in either case. You might save a little bit of time with the air fryer, but I really enjoy deep frying stuff on my stove, so it's not a big deal for me. There is just a hint more of richness in the deep fried versions than there is in the air fried. And if you were doing a drier sauce or some kind of rub, then I would definitely recommend deep frying because you notice the crispiness benefits a lot more in that case. But what are your thoughts? What are your favorite wing sauces and what are your favorite ways to cook chicken wings? I think I'd like to smoke them one day, and I'd also like to dry brine them overnight with some salt first and see how that changes things. But this was something fun to do at home. Hopefully it was fun to watch. Thank you all for watching. Be blessed, and I'll see you next time. Moral of the story, make the ranch.